Hey friends, welcome back to our channel where we share with you the most interesting stories from around the world. Today's story is about a boy who failed his exams but passed every test of friendship. Our society places a lot of emphasis on grades. We judge people based on their marks, whether they've passed or failed. It has become common for parents to compare their children to others, saying things like, "Why can't you be more like your classmate who got 90%?" When it comes to love, everyone wants to receive it, but not everyone knows how to give it. And when it comes to friendship, it's the same. Not everyone knows how to make friends or keep them. But then again, true friends stick by each other's side through thick and thin, through good times and bad. A friend is someone who will always be there for you and have your back no matter what. They say that a friend is known by the kind of company they keep. If you want to know who your friends are, just look at the kind of company they keep. There are many such sayings about friendship. Today, let us tell you the story of a boy who may have failed his exam, but passed every test of friendship. You decide whether he is a hero or a zero. There once lived a young boy named Eddie in a village in England. He was a brilliant student who would often top his class, but his favorite subject was biology. He wanted to become a marine biologist and study penguins. His teachers were proud of him, and so were his parents. One day his mother came into his room and found him talking to himself while holding a crab claw. She asked him what he was doing, to which he replied, "I'm practicing how I will hold a penguin to dissect it." Hearing this, she felt scared and angry, so she took the crab claw and threw it out of the window. Then she told him that one day he would bring shame to the family. Eddie just nodded his head obediently. After a few days, Eddie's parents went to see his teacher. The teacher told them that Eddie was very bright but lazy. He could do better if he tried, relieving his parents of their worries. The next day, Eddie was cleaning fish tanks at the pet store where he worked part-time when his boss called him and asked him to go to an aquarium shop to deliver some fish. On the way, Eddie saw a group of boys bullying a younger kid, so he stopped to help the kid. After sending the fish to the shop, he went home. His mother was furious when she learned that he had skipped work and grounded him, but Eddie didn't care. He knew he had done the right thing. The next day at school, Eddie didn't have an answer to one of the questions during his biology exam. It was the last question and he had spent a lot of time on it, so he left it blank and submitted his paper. He knew he hadn't studied well for this exam. As expected, he failed. When he told this to his mother, she said, "I told you." So, Eddie didn't argue. Instead, he went to his favorite place, the beach. On his way, he met his friend Harry. Harry asked him why he was sad. Eddie told him about his marks. Harry consoled him and said, "Don't worry, pal, you'll do better next time." But Eddie wasn't so confident. He reached the beach and started walking along the shore. Suddenly, he slipped and fell. Some people were watching him, but none of them came to help. Feeling dejected, he got up and walked away. When Eddie reached home, his mother scolded him for being lazy and not taking studies seriously. But seeing her son sad, she consoled him and said, "It's just one exam, don't worry." However, Eddie was worried because he was sure he wouldn't be able to get a job now. The next day, he didn't go to school. Instead, he went to the pet store to clean the fish tanks. His boss noticed that he was sad and asked him what had happened. Eddie told him everything. The pet store owner was a wise man. He gave Eddie a small smile and said, "You seem like a good boy, Eddie. I need someone to take care of my dogs. Will you do that?" Eddie was surprised. He didn't know if he could handle the responsibility, but he needed a job, so he agreed. A few days later, Eddie was playing with a puppy when some boys entered the store and started bullying Eddie. They snatched the puppy from him and threw it to the floor. In a fit of rage, Eddie punched one of the boys. Seeing this, the other boys also joined in and soon Eddie found himself surrounded. Just then, the pet store owner came and kicked one of the boys. The other boys ran away. The pet store owner then asked Eddie if he was alright. Eddie just nodded his head. Later that day, Eddie went to school. Harry was surprised to see him there and asked him why he was there. Eddie said he had come to collect his report card. Harry said he was going to collect his as well. Eddie said, "I failed." Harry said, "Me too." They both were sad. Just then, their teacher entered the room and said, "Hey guys, let's see those smiling faces. Why are you sad? Come on, let's go out." He took them to a garden behind the school. Their classmates were already there. All of them had failed the exam. The teacher said, "Don't be sad. You all did your best and that's all that matters." Then he handed over their report cards to them. Eddie opened his and saw that he had passed the test. He looked up and saw his teacher smiling at him. Next day, Eddie went to the pet store to give his resignation letter. The owner asked him why he wanted to leave. Eddie told him about his dream of becoming a marine biologist. The pet store owner was happy that Eddie was pursuing his dreams. He asked him to leave, but warned him not to forget his friends. Eddie promised. A few years later, Eddie became a famous marine biologist. One day he was giving a lecture at a school. Harry was among the students watching him. After the lecture, Harry went to Eddie and asked him how he managed to become a marine biologist after failing an important exam. Eddie smiled and said, "It doesn't matter whether you fail or pass an exam. What matters is that you never give up on your dreams and have people who support you in your endeavors." So what did you think of the boy's actions? Let us know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button now to never miss any of our videos. Also, share this video with your family and friends.